Hello my friends, Vladimir's here and welcome to my channel. Today is a very exciting day, and because first I received the parcel from India. Second, it is a significant upgrade for my Royal Enfield Himalayan. I was waiting for a long time. Third, it is my first review for exchange. And even though I will make a completely honest review and completely unbiased, as they say on YouTube, completely unbiased and honest review. Yes, I still continuing upgrading my Royal Enfield Himalayan. I've upgraded almost everything in terms of performance without hardcore changes like big bore kit or de-restricted camshaft, which is by TEC or Tech company from England on their YouTube channel. So what I've upgraded since I bought it brand new. First I installed booster plug for my Royal Enfield Himalayan. This video you can watch here in this corner. Then I changed air filter. I bought K&N free-flowing filter, and this video you can watch also here. And the final step, what I needed to make, it is in terms of soft changes, opposite to hardcore changes, it is free-flowing exhaust. I was looking through different types of exhausts, including Red Rooster. By the way, you can watch video here. We installed it with Mr. Bong on his motorcycle shop and tested the sound. Then I was looking for something different, which has more genuine Royal Enfield style sound. I saw video on YouTube channel from my colleagues from India. They tested PoweRage exhaust and I really liked the sound. I was looking for information through internet and finally I found their website. And then I wrote to PoweRage company through their contact page, and a person from the other side of the WhatsApp messenger who was replying to me, who turned out to be Prem Paul, who is the owner of PoweRage brand, if he can send me this exhaust for exchange of review. And you know, he made a pause and replied, okay, we can make this happen, but you at least have to pay for shipment. I said, of course I can. And then after several weeks I received that. Thank you, Prem Paul, for your trust. Though I don't have a huge amount of subscribers, they are best ones for sure. And I will repeat that though it is a review for exchange, don't worry about that. It will be absolutely honest and unbiased review. Okay, in today's video, we will first look through details of PoweRage exhaust and make a small review of the look. Install the muffler on my Royal Enfield Himalayan and I will show you the process. It's not complicated, but it has some details which should be mentioned, and it will be possibly very useful for you if you are not super experienced mechanic, or even though it will be at least entertaining, I guess. Then we will make a sound test, and for recording sounds I will use this Tascam DR05 recorder with manual settings. We will talk about performance before and after based on my test runs. And in the last part of the video I will tell you my initial thoughts about PoweRage exhaust, differences which you didn't see in the video. PoweRage brand produces exhaust for different Royal Enfield motorcycles, from Interceptor 650 to 500 and 350cc motorcycles, classic and bullet lines as well. Link to the PoweRage website will be in the description section below. You can check it by yourself. It was a very long intro, and let's dive deep into the unboxing and reviewing of PoweRage exhaust. PoweRage exhaust is made of steel and has this beautiful brush finish and powder coating on the end of the muffler. It has the same hexagon shape in profile as the stock one, which very nice, and in my humble opinion that profile complements overall design. Pipe clamp is very well and solidly built and does job very well. So what is in the package? Muffler itself, two stickers, instruction manual for careful installation with hex tool to remove DB killer. So let's make the installation. First, I took off both muffler covers. Then release screw bolt on exhaust pipe. Then unscrew the exhaust support bolt and carefully took off the muffler. Try to be very careful in order not to damage graphite gasket. It is very fragile. I will use it later. Take off gasket from the muffler and put it back on the pipe. It is very fragile. And as you see, it is very fragile. Then I took off gasket insert from PoweRage exhaust and inserted on the pipe very carefully. First tightened to support bracket and then tightened bolt on exhaust pipe. Move the clamp as low as possible, otherwise it doesn't tighten properly. Then install cover on their places. Okay, now muffler is installed. Let's make sound test and start the engine. Before we start the engine, I should tell you several very important things. First, make sure that muffler cover doesn't touch or even close to the muffler itself, otherwise it will make the rattling sound. I used this recorder, this Tascam DR05, and I used manual settings, so there won't be any distortion at all. I hope so. And I made the sound as much as possible to be very natural, in my humble opinion. But of course, there will be some difference anyway. Sound depends on the distance from the motorcycle, from the angle where you stay, and of course of surroundings. In my case, the flat wall of the building is behind the camera and it is an open space. There is a real true scenario. No tunnel or different extra environment which make some kind of a amplifying effect on recording. Because if you record sound indoors, and results must be very, very different. Because in real world we ride motorcycle outdoors in most cases. And now, first we will listen to the distorted sound from the camera, and the idles are very close to natural, real sound. But when I pull the throttle and the peaks are high, sounds getting louder, distortion come into play. Let's listen to the sound with decibel killer. And now listen to the sound which I recorded 3 meters away from the motorcycle. It is not distorted and it is close as much as possible to the natural, real sound of the PoweRage exhaust. And now we'll listen to the sound from different angles, from perspectives, I should say. Let's make a test without decibel killer. To remove it, you should use a hex tool which comes with the exhaust and unscrew the small bolt inside the pipe. Yes, I lost the bolt in depth of the muffler. No worries, we will handle that later. DB killer is a piece of tube with less diameter than exhaust inner pipe tube. Okay, let's start our audio test without decibel killer. And now again, camera will record the sound behind the motorcycle, and the idles is okay, but when I pull the throttle, you will hear distortions. Now 3 meters away, no distortions, manual settings, and it is the most natural sound in open space from PoweRage exhaust, in my humble opinion. By the way, the real sound from exhaust is much louder than you hear now from your earphones or speakers, but not crazy loud. Since then, no senior people or anybody complained about my exhaust. But when I was testing, especially without decibel killer, you know, I a little bit worried about revving too much in dormitory area, because when you're revving, it's loud. So let's go back to the screw bolts. You know, I didn't even need to take off the muffler. You just rev a little bit more higher, a little bit push more, and it go out by itself easily. And by the way, the sound of the muffler is different when you are accelerating, and especially under the load. We will check it out in the end of the video. And finally, I made performance tests, which is pretty simple acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour. Every gear I was accelerating from 2 till 6,000 RPMs on each gear, and made several attempts, at least 3 at every configuration. I ran all defaults, no booster plug, no free-flowing Canon filter, no free-flowing exhaust, all stock. Then I changed exhaust and ran again. Then I changed default filter to Canon filter and ran again. And ran again. And again. And again. Then I plugged in booster plug. Oh, what a nice feeling. And then test it again. And you know, I had the same results over and over again. It's about 10.7 seconds every time, plus minus about half of a second in every configuration. Unfortunately, I didn't find any difference in performance in these tests, but in real life you will definitely feel the difference in rideability. I'm still experimenting on performance on my Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I really need a little bit more power in this motorcycle. I would like to install 16 sprocket at the front to increase maximum speed and cruising speed as well. And by the way, Prem Paul informed me that at the beginning you will have the white smoke going from your exhaust. It's okay, it will pass very soon. And now I should tell you about the length of the exhaust. Here are mufflers side by side. Stock one is 58 centimeters and PoweRage exhaust is 50 centimeters in length. PoweRage exhaust is 8 centimeters shorter than the original one. That's why overall, after installation, it is 7.5 centimeters shorter and 4 centimeters lower. That would probably help you to install bigger panniers. My personal taste could be different from yours. First, I would like to thank you for your comments, including those who said that this motorcycle is not performance bike, put it everything in default and enjoy as it is. Of course, Royal Enfield Himalayan cannot be faster than Yamaha T7 or lighter than Suzuki DR650 or reliable as Honda XR650L. No way. But at least I will make it more mine and give it a little bit character, a little bit better from that it comes from the factory. Don't get me wrong, manufacturer's goal is to produce motorcycles and sell them, to stay afloat and have a profit. And truly saying, to sell Royal Enfield, you need to meet tons of requirements. Keep production processes price low, which were implemented on the safe side. That makes bike heavy, air-fuel ratio more lean, which make bike very jerky at low RPMs. and killing rideability factor. In my case, I know that I did everything without big bore kit and hardcore changes for my Himalayan to make it more mine and increase rideability and the feeling of the motorcycle, and now it became much more fun to ride. So, and that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching it. If you liked it, hit the like button, give likes, it helps me a lot, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys and girls in the next video. Hasta luego. Peace!